first series of the season, coming out, winning on a walk-off run rule. Just how are you feeling?
Yeah, I was proud of the guys. With the tough one last night, we had the midnight rule. We cleared the last game and go get after it. So really good job of winning the series. And I thought we came out and scored too early to try to get the momentum. And, Roby was good and did a good job out of the bullpen, but just had a lot of really good hits. And so that was a good offensive day to get after it and to go home with the series win.
Looking forward to Wednesday. You are back at Globe Life. Played a couple times there last couple of years. Just when going into those games in a bigger stadium like that, a major league stadium or park, is there a kind of different mindset for the players, or is it just all the same? What do you tell them?
No, I mean, there's always distractions, right? In every game you play, with the big stadium and everything going on, you got to slow it down a little bit. Those guys will be hyped to play and getting after it. We're going to play a really good Wichita State team, and so it'll be fun. So really, you just got to slow them down, get them used to the facilities. Really, just getting used to the playing surface. A little bit different with turf and dirt. It's a big outfield, it's a fast outfield, so we know a little bit about it. But yeah, when you get in those moments, it's about slowing our guys down, not speeding them up.
Throughout the series, every single game, y'all led in strikeouts. Is that something about your pitching unit, or is that the discipline of the batters on your squad?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got some power stuff. We're going to strike guys out. That makes the defense even better when you don't have to pick it up and play catch. And so, for me, I think that's just a credit to our pitchers and how well they did. And we took pride in not striking out as well and having competitive at bats. But to me, I love strikeouts. It makes the defense a lot easier.
And then also, UVU was about 3 pitchers deep, and Roby was still in the game before pulling him. Just a couple words on his game and how he kept y'all in after those first couple runs let out.
Yeah, I thought early he was overthrown a little bit, but he just kept battling in there. And so the sign of him is when he's getting ground balls, he's having a lot of success. That's when he's on time. That's when he's getting on top of the baseball. Sometimes when he tries to get a little extra velo, he lets the ball get up, and when the ball's elevated, it can be hit easily. So for Roby, it's all about sinking the baseball and getting after it. So yeah, that was big. That was our whole game plan. Not that you move ahead in the series, but going into yesterday and today, we were trying to get in the bullpen as fast as we can because we knew, if we could get to it earlier, we got a better chance to win on Sunday.
And then lastly, you got Pena coming in with 3 RBIs this game. The lone freshman on the lineup today. Just how are you feeling about him and his success going into this not only season but career at Texas State?
Yeah, I mean, he had a good weekend. Probably draw it up maybe a little bit better than he wanted, but he battled, and that's the key. Is you got to get yourself in these situations, and when those lights come on, it's a different story. And so for him, I think the more he gets out there, the more he's going to get more comfortable and not try to do too much. And so that's why I'm moving down a little bit in the lineup today, just to take a little bit of pressure off of him. And luckily, those guys ahead of him are really good, and he did a good job. And so, I was really proud of how he played this weekend, especially on defense.
Starting off with just a couple of words, winning in a big fashion like this, getting the first series win of the year. Just how are you feeling?
Feeling great. Team's looking good. Pitching's looking great. I mean, our hitters look really good today and for the entire weekend. Other than the game 2 on Saturday, we started out rough, but then at the end looked really well and just kind of carried that into today. And looking forward to the next game.
I kind of talked to Coach Stroud about this, but y'all led in strikeouts all weekend, every single game. So how do you feel just about the bullpen and about the discipline of this team? Even though you got some young guys there, they still have discipline.
I mean, I can be more proud of those guys. As an older guy, it's kind of cool to see the younger guys get in there, do as good as they can, and I didn't know that we led in strikeouts every game. That's pretty cool. Our pitching staff has looked great this weekend, and I can't wait to see how they do in the future too.
Next weekend, y'all got Ohio State, a really big name school. First time y'all are playing them in program history. When those big names come in here to Texas State, is there kind of a different vibe going around with the opponents, or how do you feel about that setup?
Honestly, maybe a little bit, but we kind of try to keep our cool. Go in there just like any other game, and I mean it's us versus them every time. It doesn't matter who it is, and we're just gonna play our best every time. Doesn't matter who.
And then also just looking at all the young guys, I like to ask, because it's a totally different team looking at this year. I like to ask some of the older veterans, what do you see in these young guys? How are they working in the locker room so far? How's the dugout looking?
The dugout's looking great. Those guys, I mean, they're the future of this team. I mean, they are really well-spoken. They're out there and they want to get better. They want to learn, and their work ethic is unreal compared to a lot of people that I've seen come through here and through other universities. I mean, these guys are workhorses, and they really do want to get better every day. So.
And coming in today, a couple of home runs for y'all in the lineup. Is that something y'all are gonna really hit on? Hitting home run after home run, or y'all just did that kind of just happen?
I mean, we kind of just focus on low hard line drives, and I mean, if you miss it by just that much, I mean, it's going to end up resulting in a homer. So, but I think with our lineup, we're going to be hitting a lot.
Any words for Ortega Jones in that walk-off?
I love that guy. He's been a spark plug for us, and I'm really proud of that guy. I can't wait to see him in future games.
All right, coming out of this game, Jones with the home run as well as Sheffield earlier on. How are the bats feeling early on in the season, and how do you want your role to play into this lineup during the season?
I mean, everyone's been swinging a pretty good bat, doing their part, hitting the ball really hard, as you can see, scoring a lot of runs through the first 4 games. Just hope we can keep it going and everyone can do their parts and just, do your job when it's your time.
Being the veteran, kind of one of the veterans on this team, how do you want to kind of lead the other guys in the locker room and kind of be a role model?
Really just make sure everyone's got the right mindset and just lead by example. Do the right thing and good things will happen.
Batting an impressive 421 on today. Any words on just your performance today and what you hope to do in the future?
I mean, I was just trying to be patient and get good pitches to hit and hand it off to the next person, and pretty much everyone was able to do that today. And just want to keep the foot on the pedal and keep things rolling.
I was just asking about Ohio State next weekend. That's a big name coming here to Texas State. Do you kind of feel that Texas State may not be the biggest name when it comes to baseball in college, but do you think big wins against big names like Ohio State could help with that?
Yeah, for sure, but I think the most important thing is not worrying about who's in the other dugout and just controlling what we can control and, playing the ball, playing baseball.
A huge win today, huge series win on the season. Just looking forward to the season and, first win. How are you feeling on the season with the guys in the dugout?
Everyone's feeling pretty good right now. It's always good to win the first series of the year and, just keep winning, keep the ball rolling.
Any specific goals for yourself on the season?
Just being able to perform when the time comes, do the job. That's about it. It's up to the team.